I got pregnant at uni and now I live in my mum's spare bedroom with my 10-month-old and my partner, and this is our room tour. We do have an external door, which is amazing, and we come in, we've got our own fridge freezer in here. We did buy all of this stuff, by the way. We do use my mum's kitchen, but we're not allowed to store stuff in there really, so this is where we keep all of our food and cooking stuff, and also like the weaning stuff for our baby. And also this little area here is just where we keep bits that don't have a home, to be honest. We are moving really soon, which is really exciting, but that is why this room looks kind of tidy, because it doesn't have lots of stuff in it, and that's why there's moving stuff in the corner. As you move over to the other side of the room, this is where we have our little fishy, this is Bluey, and just every little corner that is full of all of our stuff. This is Finny's bits and bobs, so everything we use on a daily basis is in this little trolley. And then we also have bits and bobs like spares of things and inhalers, stuff we don't use on an everyday basis, but that we might need to get to. And this is just cleaning and fish stuff. Finny obviously sleeps in here with us, and we do elimination communication, but we have to keep the potty here. His change mat goes under the bed because it's on like a roller thing and it goes on the top. So when we're using it, we put it on there, and then we also use this as like a play mat kind of thing for him to play in. He also has hundreds of books and toys that we just keep in this little section. This is where we keep all of our stuff, so like my pants and socks, my bits and bobs like makeup and stuff. And then the same for David, obviously doesn't have makeup, I don't think. And then just clothes for him are in these two drawers, and my two drawers are the same, have my clothes in. So that's all of our clothes are in those two drawers. It's actually mad. So yeah, again, it was really, really messy before this, but we have packed loads of stuff into boxes and it's just not in this room, which is why it looks really nice. I live in my childhood bedroom with my partner and my 7-month-old at my mum's house. I always feel really embarrassed about this, but I remember that it's a journey, and I think a lot of other people are probably in a similar situation to what we're in. On this day, my mum had just got back from a weekend away, so we'd just done loads of laundry, and this bed is like where we do everything. We do all of our laundry on this bed. Finn had his first everything on this bed. As you can see, there was a ton of laundry to do, so we did that. But like you can see, he's starting to crawl. He crawled for the first time on this bed. He smiled, he laughed, he said, "Mama," he did everything for the first time on this bed. It can get a bit depressing, so we try to get out of the house as much as we can because it is just us basically in this one room. This room is our living room. It's got our TV in it. It also has our fridge in it. It has everything in it. On this day, we had a baby group, which is nice because it gave us a reason to get out of the house or the room. The worst part of it is leaving mess. Like in the kitchen, I can't leave mess. I can't leave mess anywhere because everybody else has to use the kitchen. So weaning a baby when you can't make mess or can't leave mess is so hard, but we make it work. I got pregnant at uni and now I live in my mum's spare bedroom with my partner and my 10-month-old. And today we're moving out, or we're starting moving out. This is like a 3-part process. My auntie invited us to her warehouse to get some household bits and kitchen stuff. I had to get changed before I went in because she has 2 spaniels that are just so loving, but they really want to scratch your legs. I actually worked here when I was heavily pregnant to earn some money before I had him. And now Finny's sat here in the trolleys I used to push around when I was pregnant with him. It's just too much. We got so much stuff. We got like 4 of these boxes. Not us going to spend our free time with Nanny, even though we actually live with her, but we're moving 4.5 hours away, so quality time, you know. We went to go and get David from work, and this is the cutest part. My dad and my mum, who broke up 20 years ago, helped me move out. I just feel like that's so wholesome and so cute. My dad hired this van, drove 4.5 hours at 5 o'clock in the morning and unloaded this van, and we haven't even seen our flat yet. I'm a personal assistant to an 8-month-old, and this is what my life looks like. I didn't have time to get ready because my boss didn't sleep very well the night before, and when he doesn't sleep, he makes sure that I don't sleep. But this day, he gave me an extra long lunch break, so I used that time to clean up after him, change his bed sheets, and do all of his laundry for him. This is an unpaid role, so during this time, I also did my own laundry. My boss likes to play this game where he hides things like dummies and toothbrushes from me, but I did find 5 behind his bed today. I also cleaned this miniature bathroom that he has. I also watched TV during this time because I didn't think he was going to notice. My job requires me to live in, so I also clean this whole room because it's quite messy with us living here. I put these books out on the side so it looked like I'm a good parent if anyone comes over. And then I did more laundry and then more laundry and then more laundry until my boss rang and said that my break was over. Then he needed me to help him do a poo and dress him because I'm also his stylist as well.
You know, being an adult sometimes can be quite hard, and sometimes you don't get enough money to get a house for yourself or just renting an apartment for you and for your family. So living in your parents' house is not necessarily a bad thing. This girl is going to move soon, so she's making some effort. She's putting her life together. She's living with a partner and a 10-month-old baby in the room that she grew up as a kid. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, she's trying to move on. She's trying to make herself better and to move forward. But if she needs to stay in this tiny space, it's because she doesn't have anywhere else to go. But you can see the place looks lovely. She doesn't seem to be a bad mom at all. She seemed to care about the baby. She got everything that the baby might need in terms of food and changing clothes, cleaning products. I mean, she seemed to be very organized, and she seems to know what she's doing. So I don't blame a new mom by living at her parents' house. You clearly can tell she's been working really, really hard. She's a full-time mom, and she also doing all the things at home. She has to go through a moving together, which sometimes it's quite hard. I mean, so many things that you have to carry. Sometimes you've got things at home that you don't even remember of, so you just have to be really selective with the things that you're taking to the new house. The whole process of taking the furniture and putting on the van, driving the van where she said is 4 hours away, it's quite a long time, I would say, and then just unloading everything and then wrapping and just organizing everything, it might take a long time. So well done to her that she was able to do all of these and being a mom at the same time. The new place looks lovely. She seems to get on with it. I mean, she still does the laundry and all of that and taking care of the baby at the same time while she's at work. So all of those things are really, really good. She's just working really hard. Just to say that some people might need help, and then don't be scared to ask for help. If you need to live at your parents' house and there's nothing else you can do, you might need to crash there for a couple of months, and I think that's okay. It's okay to ask for help as well. If you're having a hard time, just ask for help, and also try to put yourself out there and just do better for yourself.